Good morning, class. Welcome to another online class on Media and Information Literacy. This is your teacher Jerome D. Minyale of Mobo National High School. So who is ready to learn? Show your hands. Alright. So let's first have our prayer to be followed by your attendance check. And please don't forget our classroom rules. So mute your microphone if you're listening to the speaker, or unmute your microphone if you want to recite or talk and prepare for recitation. If you are having technical problems, communicate with your teacher. And L, listen attentively, sit properly, and always observe etiquette at all times. Kaway-kaway naman dyan! Alright, let's start our lesson. So first have review on our last lesson. We have there the evolution of media. So please open your browsers, be Socrative, that login student. And if you are done, gives another raise of hand. Alright. So welcome to Media Information Literacy, Types of Media. This will be our topic for this session. What are learning competencies? Learners will be able to compare and contrast how one particular issue or news is presented through the different types of media, print, broadcast, or online. We also have there your topic outline, media definition types, media convergence definition and its types. Again, for another pretest, please open your browser wherein you're going to enjoy taking a pretest. And if you're done, give another raise of hand. So according to our pretest, how many different types of media are you exposed to? Can you name the types of media that you have already encountered? So let's give here a reflection on the given scenarios. You have a follow-up requirement from your teacher Jerome on your MIL subject. You want to immediately contact your classmate Kurt to find out if he is already done with it. So, what do you think is the best way for the student to contact Kurt? So I'll just give you 5 seconds for answering. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, you can chat Kurt through your messenger or text or even any online platform to communicate with Kurt. Next scenario. A reporter wants to share her article because according to her, teachers deserve to be given recognition because of their hardships in distributing modules, even to the most remote areas. How can he or she disseminate this information to everyone, especially to those who are in the most remote areas? So another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, what do you think is the best way for the reporter to disseminate the news about the heroic teachers? Alright, she can also deliver the news through TV or radio broadcast media. Another scenario is a teacher wants to deliver his news to a wide audience with his printer and laptop. How will he deliver this news to all his audience? Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. The man or the teacher can deliver his news by printing it and distributing it to a wide audience. So what is media? Media, we have there two important magic words. So the first word is, it is a mass communication. Alright, so it is a means of mass communication regarded collectively. Each type is different as a means to deliver to people. And we can also see that through advertisements and introducing products, services, and even opinions. On your screen, we have the different types of media: print, broadcast, and new media. Under print media, we have text, visual media, infographic, cartoon, photography. And under broadcast media, we have their multimedia. For new media, we also have their new media convergence, which we'll be discussing. So, let's find out how do we classify them and what are the different formats. So first we have is print media. So what can you see on the screen? We have their newspaper, magazines, and different set of books. So what forms of media are shown there? So what is the difference between a newspaper and magazine in terms of content? And what are the different books that you read? What are other forms of print media that is not shown there? Alright, another example are your modules, printed modules, or your learning activity sheets, or articles or journals. So what is print media? Print media is this type of media. Paper and ink is produced in a printing process that is traditionally mechanical, such as books, newspaper, magazines, journals, newsletters, brochures. This also include text, graphics, or combination of both. So text media is a type of print media which is a simple and flexible format for conveying ideas, whether handwritten or printed. Not all text media are print media. Text media may also be displayed on screen as part of broadcast media or multimedia. Another important feature of text media is typography. This is the art and technique of arranging the visual components of the written word. It features textual designs with optical illusions that improve readability and help convey meaning, fonts, alignments, and parts of typography. We also have visual media. This is a type of print media that refers to pictures, photos, images, and graphics used to channel communication using the sense of sight. Visual combined with text are also considered as visual media. Like text media, visual media are not limited to print media. However, visual media is a general term for any medium that mainly makes use of sight as a channel to receive the message. An important feature of visual media in print or elsewhere is graphic design. It is the process of visual communication that organizes, presents information developed through a creative process for a particular purpose. Graphic design is part of your daily life. So we have there from your candy wrappers, huge things like billboards, maybe the printed graphic designs on your t-shirts that you are already wearing, which are also means of use to inform, persuade, organize, stimulate. It can also locate, identify, and attract attention, or provide pleasure.
Picture shows an example of graphic design. First picture shows using geometrical shapes of a cloth brand, followed by graphic design using circular shapes, and a poster design using triangles.
We also have there another type, is infographic, a visual representation of information to understand high volume and complex data, such as graphs or charts.
Picture shows a fire adaptive community infographic with instructions on each houses and buildings on preparedness and planning.
We also have cartoons. This is a sketch or drawing intended as satire, caricature, or humor, comic strip, and editorial cartoons in newspapers and magazines.
Image shows an example of caricature with a man lay down on the floor, chugging down on brewery. Text says water cure for brewery.
We also have another example, which is photography. This is an image created by light captured on a light-sensitive surface, which is usually photographic film. Nowadays, few people use photographic film. The advent of digital photography via digital cameras and cellular phones has made taking photographs easier and less expensive. We have there another example of photography.
Picture shows a wooden boat washed ashore.
Next is we have broadcast media. So what is broadcast media?
First picture shows a group of children watching television. Second picture shows a family listening to radio. Third picture shows a television and a radio.
What television shows or programs do you watch? Why? What are the notable developments in Philippine television in terms of show and technology? Do you listen to a particular radio program or station? Why do you follow this program or station? Broadcast media is a type of media that reaches target audiences using airwaves as the transmission medium. Examples of broadcast media are radio and television. For audio media, this is media that uses audio or voice recording as a medium in the delivery of information. These are devices that appeal on the auditory sense. We also have multimedia. This is a type of broadcast media concerned with the computer-controlled integration of text, graphics, drawings, still and moving images, animation, audio, and any other media where every type of information can be stored, communicated, and handled digitally. Multimedia can be recorded and played, displayed, interacted with, or accessed by information processing devices such as high-tech and automated devices, but can also be part of live presentation. Last is we have new media, the term used to integrate the different technologies emerging on one digital platform to organize and distribute content. Some examples are podcasts, augmented reality, video games, blogs, wikis. These are two common characteristics of new media. Disseminating the information to the several servers, which is theoretically infinite in customized ways depending on the specification for endorsed categories. For new media, we have their film or cinema. What can you say about pictures?
Picture shows a movie poster of the main character, General Luna, and other short film entries of Cinemalaya 2016 movie posters.
What is a film? Is it different from print and broadcast media? Another example are video games. So which of these games are you playing? We have there PUBG, Genshin Impact. These are some common and popular video games. Let's analyze this video game. So are you familiar with what is Pokemon Go? And how is it different from other digital games? So Pokemon Go started from manga, which is a printed media, followed by anime series, and then it became an anime movies, an arcade game, PC game, to console game, and now to mobile game, which also uses augmented reality in Pokemon Go with geolocation. So another definition of new media is our products and services that provide information or entertainment using computers or the internet, and not by traditional methods such as television and newspaper. These are also interactive and incorporates two-way communication, involve some form of computing. The picture represents the new medias that are you already exposed or you have already encountered, which is social media. That is another form of new media. These are forms of electronic communication through which people create online communities to share information, ideas, or personal messages. Can we analyze this infographic? What can you say about the infographic? And what are the important information that we can derive from this data? Right, good job. We can notice that there has been a double number of population in terms of cellular mobile connections compared with internet users. Quick question, learners. How much time do you spend in your social medias? Are you the same in this infographic as well? Let's find it out.
According to research via datareportal.com, as of February 2022, the daily time spent with media internet users aged 16 to 64, the time spent they used is 4 hours and 6 minutes, while the time spent using the internet is 10 hours and 27 minutes.
As a student, what are your main reasons for using social media? Are you the same with this infographic? Let's find out. According to this survey, the top reason is keeping in touch with friends and family, followed by finding content, reading news stories, seeing what's being talked about, filling spare time, looking for things to do or buy, watching live streams, finding products to purchase, finding contents, and so on. So let's now come to class discussion. What is the role of social media in the society? How do you think social media is affecting our culture? Another cartoon analysis is on the presentation. What is the message of this cartoon? Do you agree with this message? Why or why not? For other informations, we can also view a video presentation on 5 crazy ways social media is changing your brain right now. We also have there what is the message in this picture and where do you get your books. Alright, so the message of this picture is books to electronic books. And where do you get your ebooks? This is very popular in your generation, which is Wattpad or Kindle. How about this one? Where can you watch 24 Horas of GMA7? So from TV or digital box, you can also watch on TikTok Live. We also have Instagram Live. So another form of social medias. And if not, you can also watch it on YouTube or in their website. Alright. What is the commonality between these movies? These are film adaptation of a book. So they started from print media. These movies were released in cinemas. Where can you find if you want to watch it today? Ayan, lalong-lalo na nung nagka-pandemic. Sarado yung mga sinehan, sarado yung mga movie theaters, mga malls. So saan tayo pwedeng manood ng mga films na to? So these movies are shown on free TV or cable TV, but you cannot control when or what channel they will be seen. So you can also find a DVD copy, or you can download from the internet a digital copy, or you can stream online or watch it online through Netflix and other streaming sites. So what is media convergence? So why media convergence a trend that cannot be done away? And what are other examples of media convergence? So media convergence refers to the merging of different equipment and tools for producing and distributing news to digitization and computer networking. It allows media text to be produced and distributed on multiple media devices. This is also known as technological convergence. Media convergence is the synergy of communication, computing, and content in the digital world. A smartphone that has a camera, radio, web browser, video, and etc. is an example of converged media. In this pandemic, how is modular distance learning presented to the different types of media? So we have there print media through your modules. We also have broadcast media, which can be also presented through radio and TV broadcasting. And lastly, for new media, another example is video lessons such as this, and another example would be through online classrooms or Google Meet and Zoom sessions. Alright. So for your POS test, please go to the browser besocrative.loginstudent, and for your performance test is already presented on the screen. Please submit it religiously. These are the references, and thank you for listening. Bye! See you next week!